I'm going to show you how to make a pitcher. Now, you start off with a basic vase shape. One thing you'll find out about throwing is there's three different shapes you can make. Well, two basic shapes. There's a bowl and a cylinder. Anything's based off that. Either a bowl, something really wide, which becomes into a plate, or a cylinder, which you make into a rounder shape, and you have something like this. I'm going to show you how to make a little small spout for a small pitcher. This is only about 2 pounds of clay I start off with. What I do is I have a piece made. I then get the wheel going, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rib, flat side of it, and I kind of push down a little bit on the lip. I kind of flatten out a little bit. So it's flattened. As you can see right there, it's flattened out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make part of this into the lip of the piece. Now what I do is, this is kind of a cool trick because I've already got it flared out, so it'll make a nice lip shape. So what I do is I take my left pointer finger inside and I kind of take it and I kind of pinch it, and squeeze with my right hand, kind of pull it up. I made kind of a pitcher shape. Now what I do now is I take the piece and I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here, and I have to make a throat for the clay to go through. It's hard for me to do it on where you guys can see it, but I'm going to kind of angle it a bit here. And what I do is I take my thumbs and I kind of give myself a little bit of a throat here. Then go back in with my finger. It kind of helps direct the water, like go this way. It tells the water which way to go. And then I'll take a sponge and I'll come along here and kind of clean this up a little bit and kind of thin out the spout part here where the water's going to pour out. So the water will kind of pour out a bit. You can kind of pinch it out too if you wanted to prior to it. But I just find out if I take a sponge a little bit, kind of do this a little bit, I don't have too much problems. And I can really, if I want to, I can push it, I can angle this more. If I want, I can really play with it more. I can droop down some more, but I can really make a nice spout there. The biggest thing, I have this throat, tells the water to go this way when I tip it and pour it. And then I just take my sponge, lightly clean it up, and then I can let it sit and dry for a little bit before I add a handle and everything else to it. But it's pretty much, that's how you make a spout on a pitcher. Add a handle, you can let it dry a little bit more, and then like I said, clean up the lip a little bit more. That gives you kind of a direction. So you can make a nice little spout there for a pitcher. And that's how that works.